Hey guys, hi. Welcome to Evidence of Issues. This is our guest tonight, Kim Love Jones. As you know, Kim is an author and a coach. Her book is called Perfectly Imperfect. Also, she's a coach with life and relationships. So, Kim, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. I really
I'm
am.
excited as well.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
glad I was able to come.
I know, because you're busy, busy, busy.
I know. Praise God.
Tell us a little bit about your testimony to led you to what you're doing right now.
Mm, that's interesting. What led me, I gotta speak up because I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm not like. What led me to doing this is my passion for people and their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I actually remember being about 5, 6 years old, and my sisters who are like 8 and 10 years older than me.
Yes.
I remember they were saying they were having issues with their boyfriend, right? And I was like, you're not supposed to treat people like that as a kid. Like, I got some nerve, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did I know about relationships? And so it just really worked out that ever since I could ever remember, this has always been my passion, is to help people have great relationships, have a strong foundation by which they can build and, do some different things instead of doing the same thing over and over again,
Right.
like getting the same results.
Right.
There's some things, some core things that you could do
Mm-hmm.
that would help you to be better in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to get deeper, but I want to start off first with betrayal.
Okay. All right.
You know,
Let's hit it.
Kim and I, we talk. I mean, this is my new girlfriend right here. And we be having some deep conversations because, like I said to my blueberry roses out there, that it's important that we shed off layers and layers and layers of damages because you do want to go into 2019 be fresh and clean. You want the detox, everything from your mental all the way down to your toes. So with that being said, it's important to get involved in hearing and getting the knowledge to know what can you do. Use the tools, because there's some people that don't know and don't understand. And Kim, betrayal. We have conversations sometimes. Kim be blowing my mind, girl, with some of these things. I'll be like, what? Do I need a coach?
I
But
need a coach. Everybody needs a coach.
your book is phenomenal. It's deep.
Is it?
It's dope. It really
Really?
is. It's dope.
I'm
Because
glad you enjoyed it.
I went through it. I didn't read it yet, but I went through it, and the chapters that you have with, the mind, perception, clarification,
Yeah.
and attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But betrayal seemed to be the biggest thing right now because I come across a lot of women that
Right.
are going through that.
Right.
What would you say?
Well, the first thing I would do, because betrayal is such a hard thing. It's such a hard thing because I don't know anybody who has not felt in their lifetime betrayed by one person or another, whether it's a family member or it's a husband, a boyfriend, even at work. You know what I'm saying? Your coworker. So betrayal is such a huge issue, and sometimes there's absolutely nothing that you can do about what somebody else did. I always say that 2020 vision, hindsight is 2020, right? So when you look back over your life, do you see that there are some things that you could have done differently?
Right.
That would then, so as you proceed and go forward, you don't end up in the same situation again.
Right.
But because betrayal is such a place, in my head, when I hear betrayal, I know that somebody is deeply wounded. They are hurt. They have so many challenges now with trust because that's what's broken. That's what's broken in our relationships. Whether you're at work now, you can't trust your coworker because they betrayed you. It doesn't matter where it happened at or who was the person who betrayed you. It's still a very painful thing, a process to go through in your life. But I think when you are betrayed, it helps you to organize your thoughts.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what I'm
it
saying?
does. Yes, it does.
And so while betrayal is definitely an issue that we all have to deal with at some point or another in our lives, unless of course we live in a bubble,
Yes.
and we don't, right? We're all going to have to deal with some sort of betrayal, some sort of heartache, some sort of heartbreak.
Right.
So what I really think that I want to do, and what I always try to do, is give them the tools to grow from that experience.
Right. Now, when we talk about betrayal, is it possible to betray yourself?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly where I was going.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was
All
going.
right, tell
I was
us.
just waiting. I was just waiting. I was waiting, y'all. I was waiting because I wanted her to.
Yes,
right.
you know, I have the
Okay.
questions for us girls.
Right. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Those are some, like in a loving relationship, man and woman, whatever. There is definitely some things that clues that you ought to look for that dishonor you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you need to know, and this is why in my book, I talk about mindset, perception. I talk about, the different things that we need to do, adjusting attitudes and stuff like that.
Right.
You want to go into a relationship with a whole heart, right? But the truth of the matter is, if you don't know what you want, if you don't have clarity,
Right.
then whatever you get in next is just going to be like an act of the wind, because you're not clear about what you want.
Absolutely.
So you want to be clear, you want to be precise, and you want to and I'm like, how people talk about those lists. They like, I want a man, he got to be 6'5".
Yes, girl.
He got to be 220 pounds. He got to be,
Very
he got to make
detailed.
$250,000 a year. He got to be able to take care of me and my 5 kids or whatever.
No baby mama dramas.
Right, no baby mama drama. He can't. I don't even want him to have no kids.
Yes.
I want his kids to be grown.
Yes.
I want them
Young adults to carry on.
Right. I don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, we have this whole criteria thing going on in these lists. And, lists are really good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're good. But they're good for you to have clarity. Not, because what we tend to do is look at what's going on outside, external things.
Yes, yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, you need to be dealing with some internal things. And so whether we're looking at the internal in them or looking at the internal in us, what is it that you truly want? What do you know that speaks to your heart? What is it? Do you like when people do things for you? Do you like when a man cooks you dinner? Do you like when he cuddles and when he cuddles you or he touches you? Like, what is it that you really want? And this is what I do with a lot of my clients. I'm giving away one of my secrets. Okay, I'm giving away one of my big secrets. Okay, this is what I do with my clients. I ask them to literally write me a story, right? And it's not really for me, it's for them. But I want them to project to me, to tell me in their story, because then I have them read it to me. Because what I want to do, and I want them to read it every day to themselves. Because what you want to do is, because you've been betrayed, you've been hurt, you've been down that road, you're lonely, you want somebody in your life, but you want to make sure that you get the right somebody.
Right.
So what I ask people to do, ask all of my clients, who I coach, I ask them to write the story and write it out exactly as how they see their lives in like the next 2 years, 3 years. What would a good relationship look like? Not what the person looks like, but what does a good relationship look like? And I need deep, details. And women are really good at this. Men are not as good. Women are very good at this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They literally can sit down, okay, well, if I have to write a story, it might be challenging at first, but I want you to see yourself in the kitchen. Is he coming home from work? Are you coming home from work? Is dinner on the table, or are you about to prepare dinner? What does a loving relationship look like to you? That's very important.
Wow.
That's very, very important. And so once you kind of understand that and you use that as your kind of, you won't entertain a lot of nonsense. So getting back to betrayal, because I know that that's such a difficult subject, one of the things that I would suggest to all of your viewers is that you get real clear. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. And forgive them. And if it takes you to forgive yourself each and every day, then keep forgiving yourself until the pain is gone. It's okay. You ran into somebody who wasn't worth your time.
Right.
Now you know who you are. Now you know your worth and your value. Now you can walk away in good faith and not feel any kind of way. Give yourself permission to hurt and when you need to hurt, but then also give yourself permission to move on and let it go. So you have to continue, in order for you to do that, you have to continue forgiving on a level that you probably never forgiven before. But it is an imperative, because if you don't do that, then you'll never get to the stage where you can have a healthy and whole relationship.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Especially, forgiveness. I included Roots of Forgiveness to our book club.
Oh, okay.
And that book have some great tools on telling you how to, recover from being damaged and hurt, because that's some serious emotions that you have to face. It really is. But you mentioned in your book too that, which really I was like, what? I never would have thought of it. You said relationships is like the airport.
Oh, yes. That's in my foreword.
I was like, what?
Yeah, if you could make everybody put down their baggage, do whatever it is that they're going to do, if you can get them an x-ray and you can see what they were going to bring to you, most of the time we probably wouldn't choose that person. That's the truth, y'all. You know it's the truth.
It is.
You know it's the truth. But with that being said, the book is very interesting. The other thing is that I would say about the subject is don't rehearse it. That's in my book. Do not rehearse the pain. Every time you tell that story, you give the story life. And it takes you longer to recover from the very thing that you're trying to escape from. So don't rehearse it. Don't keep telling everybody. Every time somebody calls you, every time something happens, every time that person, you saw them walking down the street, or you saw them getting off the bus or out of their car, don't rehearse it.
Wow.
Don't rehearse it.
That's a really good key word. Don't rehearse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important.
A lot of us have a tendency of going back in our minds on that one particular thing that stuck out like a thorn, and you're like being poked, like what?
Right.
But
and I talk about that because that's important.
Yes, it is.
In the process to healing. Because you've been betrayed, and probably again, as I said before, we all have been betrayed on some level or another.
Right.
Like your sister could have did something to betray you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But betray your trust, and you don't feel good anymore about the relationship. But if you could forgive her and let that thing go, and people say to me all the time, "Well, Kim, how do I let that go? I don't, it's not that easy." And I'm like, I agree.
Right.
It takes work.
Yes.
But see, when you get to the point when you're ready to invest in yourself, invest in your healing, you'll do the work.
Yes.
Because it's more painful. I wrote a quote one time: when the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of change, then you'll stop doing it. Because staying the same is painful.
Yes, it is.
It's a dark place.
Yes, it is a dark place. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And some people commiserate and stay there for 20 years. And I'm like, are you serious?
Not only that, you learn that you end up sabotaging yourself.
Yes, in any hope for having a great relationship.
Do. Yeah. Like something could be so pure and honest that's coming towards you, but because you feel, that trust issue, you end up sabotaging. You could be a new job, a new gig if you, a dancer, a singer, or play guitar, or in theater, you end up sabotaging yourself.
And you end up messing up everything. Why? Because you're still in this place. That's why it's important to not rehearse it. That's why it's important to forgive and then let that thing go.
Yes.
Because it's literally zapping all of the life out of you and anything that you can hope to have.
Yes.
Because you're holding on to painful things, and who needs that?
I know. Who does? We don't.
We're
not.
We're
moving it. Yes, 2019.
We are moving into 2019.
Yes.
New things, new year.
Now you also coach. You're a coach in life and relationships.
And a speaker. Yes.
And a speaker.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I love what I do. I love, the same passion, and it's like a well. I promise, like, I never get tired of talking about relationships, and because that is the anointing that I have on my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, Kim, I don't know how you can listen to people's stuff all day. And I get tired, like, it's, you know, it's no big deal.
Right.
And the truth of the matter is, it's not, I have the capacity. God has given me the capacity to be able to help people to see. But you know what I do? I like telling stories. Because 9 out of 10 times, the person who's been victimized, who's been betrayed, they don't ever see themselves.
No.
So we can only, because we are so short-sighted or so, I can't think of the word right now, but because we are who we are and we're kind of self-preserved, a lot of times, a lot of people think, you know, they stand on justification. And while they could be 100% right about how they feel, they don't usually take responsibility for how they got there. You understand what I mean? You know what I mean? So if you don't take responsibility for how you got there, you can rest assured that you'll find yourself back there again.
Yes.
So coaching lends itself to me telling a lot of stories to people to help them see themselves.
That's beautiful. And plus you have such an inviting personality.
Do I really?
Yes, you
well,
do.
Thank you.
Well, I did say me and
so
her be
silly.
having some conversations. I did mention that, right? We'd be going on to the point we have to be like, okay, then we have, all right, I'll talk to you later. Really force ourselves to get off the phone. But that is really good, you know, for us to know the importance of how it is basically to know that we matter and be aware of our conscience and be aware of decisions that we make in our lives and the directions that we are going, you know, to. So it's called destiny, you know, your destiny, your journey, you know. And like you said, you know, God gave you this great cause, and just as He gave me my great cause, because we have to do this, ladies. It's important that we work through this together. We have the book club, Blueberry Roses, which I will be including Miss Kim Love Jones' book, Perfectly Imperfect, and I'm telling you, ladies, it's dope. It's dope. You're gonna love it. And we want to, again, thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. I'm so honored that you did come
I'm glad to be
share this information because it's very important. It seems like I find more women now are so confused and don't know what to do, don't even have the tools, the support from sisters. You know, no matter what color, what race, what walk of life you come through, we are sisters. And we don't have enough of that to, you know, support one another. So it's really great. And I'm glad you did come. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad that you tuned in, and stay tuned in so you can also purchase her book. Again, Perfectly Imperfect. I'm going to upload it and put it on Facebook and all the other social media sites and YouTube. And next week we'll be going into the book club, and we're going to be chatting and having discussions about the books that we already have. All right, good night, love and peace, and please get home safe.